We never needed many words, just quiet nights and open nerves. The silence spoke for what we felt, the truths we couldn't help but tell. Your hand would find my hand in time, between the second, between the lines. I learned your heart without a sound, where love was found, not said out loud. We didn't shout, we didn't prove, we felt our way to something true. In every pause, in every breath, we loved what hadn't happened yet. We loved in the spaces between, where nothing had to be explained. In every look, in every lean, we felt the same. No promises too big to keep, just hearts that learn to quietly. We loved in the spaces between, and that was enough. Time moved fast, but we stood still, afraid to ask, afraid to feel what letting go might someday mean. When love outgrew the in-between, we grew apart without a sound, but still love was there, still hanging round, like something sacred, something seen, only in the spaces between. Some love is loud, some love is fast, some never meant to last, but ours was built of quiet truth and gentle acts. We loved in the spaces between, where time was kind and nights were clean, before the cracks, before the seams began to show. Even now when silence falls, I feel you here, I feel it all. We loved in the spaces between, and I still know maybe love was never meant to always say its name. Maybe it's the calm that stays after the flame. I don't regret the way we were, or words we didn't say. Some hearts are held together by what slips away. We loved in the spaces between, where memory and hope convene. If this is where our story leans, I'll let it be. I'll carry us in quieter ways, in passing thoughts, in yesterdays. We loved in the spaces between, and that's with me. In between you and me. We laughed like time was on our side, like love would never need to hide. Every touch felt honest, true. Back when always still meant you. We talked until the morning light, built our dreams in fragile lines. Every promise felt alive. Before goodbye, learned how to arrive. We didn't know the cost of love, or how it slips away. We only knew what love could be before the word someday. We were beautiful before goodbye. Before the tears, before the lies, when love was young and didn't know how to slowly say let go. We were beautiful in that time, when your heart still beat with mine. I hold those nights like a photograph. We were beautiful before goodbye. The silence learned to say your name, when every room no longer felt the same. We smiled through things we couldn't mend, pretending love would never end. We crossed the lines we swore we'd keep, lost ourselves in losing sleep, somewhere between the truth and pride. Love grew tired and learned to hide. I don't blame you, don't blame me. We both tried our best. Sometimes love just breaks its wings before it learns to rest. We were beautiful before goodbye. Before goodbye. Before the last, are you alright? And holding on felt safer than admitting we were losing then. We were beautiful, can't Sat so close and nothing much, afraid of truth inside the touch. Your eyes were full of things unsaid, every word we never said. The room was still, the clock stood by. We let the moment pass us by. Some feelings live between the beats, where love was more than words could be. We learned the language of a sigh, of letting moments lie. In every pause, in every breath, our silence spoke instead. Where our silence still speaks, I hear you calling me. In every quiet memory, you're here with me. No promises we had to keep, just hearts that learn to believe. Where our silence still speaks, that's where you live. We grew apart without a sound, still love stayed hanging all around, like something sacred left behind between your heart and mine. I hear your name in empty rooms, in slower songs and fallen moons. Every space you used to be still whispers quietly to me. Some love is loud, some love is fast, some never meant to last. But love like ours was built to stay in quieter ways, where our silence still speaks long after we let go. In all the ways we couldn't say what we both know. I don't fight it anymore, I've heard it all before. Where our silence still speaks, I still hear you. Maybe love was never meant to always raise its voice. Maybe it's the quiet truth that leaves no choice. I don't regret the love we made, or nights we couldn't keep. If this is where you stay with me, I'll let it be. Where our silence still speaks, through every passing year, I carry you in quieter forms, but always near. If this is how our story ends, I'll hold it gently. Where our silence still speaks, that's where you'll be. Still speaks. You and me. The house is quiet, lights are low. Midnight talks with ghosts I know. Every room still knows your face. Every silence knows your place. I try to leave the past behind. Folded love said I was fine, but every road still leads back a little near. We said goodbye like we were strong, like love was something that goes on. But some goodbyes don't really part, they just learn how to stay quiet in the heart. I don't chase what's already gone, I just hold what still feels true. Some loves don't fade with time, they just learn to live without you. Your name still sleeps in my heart through the years, through all the scars. I don't say it out loud anymore, but love still knows who you are. Every step a missing part, every song hits where you are. No matter how the world moves on, your name still sleeps in my heart. Maybe someday I'll love again, without comparing, without them. But some nights when the walls fall down, you're the only truth I've found. I don't wish to turn back time or make your heart belong to mine. I just hope wherever you are, you feel the love you left in my heart. Your name still sleeps in my heart, not a wound, just a mark of a love that once was real and always will be part. If loving you is who I am, then I'll wear it like a scar, soft and deep but never gone. Your name still sleeps in my heart. Still sleep in my held the night like it was ours. Every word felt true back then. Love was young and unafraid. We didn't know how stories end. Your hand fit right inside of mine, like it always knew the way. Every dream felt close enough to almost stay. Time was kind before it before it learned to pull apart. Nothing takes away the truth of what we were at heart. We were real, even if we didn't last. Every kiss, every tear we cried. Just because it slipped away doesn't mean we ever lied. We were real when the nights were warm, when love was all we had. Some things end, some stay true. We were real, even if we didn't last. I still hear you in those songs playing softly in my head. Every road I didn't take leads me back to things we said. We tried holding broken time like it owed us one more chance. Love doesn't always stay just because it can. We gave all we knew to give, no regrets, no disguise. Some loves live forever, just not side by side. We were real, even if we didn't last. Every promise meant that night. Just because we let go doesn't mean we didn't fight. We were real when the world was small and love was all we had. Some hearts break, some truths remain. We were real, even if we didn't last. If loving you was all I knew, then I'd do it all again. Even knowing how it ends deep, I'd still begin. Even if we didn't last, every breath, every silent prayer. Time can take what it wants, but not what we shared. We were real in the way it hurt, in the way we laughed. Love was true, that much I know. We were real, even if we didn't last. Some love stayed, just not in time. I held your hand for the last time, slow, like my heart already seemed to know. No angry words, no tears to prove, just love learning what to do. You smiled soft like you always did, trying to hide what your eyes admitted. I felt the truth without a sound. Some love stay, even letting go now. I didn't beg, I didn't fight, I just held on with all my might. If loving you means setting free, I'll love you quietly. Even letting go still feels like loving, when every heartbeat knows your name. I walk away, but nothing's changing. Love stays gentle, love stays the same. I don't hold you, but I'm holding every promise we once made. Even letting go still feels like loving, in the softest, bravest way. I packed the words I couldn't say, left them folded in yesterday. You took your dreams, I stayed behind. goodbyes don't break the heart. They teach it how to fall apart. Still breathing love with every breath, even in the act of less. They say love ends when people leave, but mine just learned to grieve. If this is all I get to do, I'll love you true. Even letting go still feels like loving when memories refuse to fade. I stop reaching, but I'm hoping you feel my love in quieter ways. I don't chase you, I don't run, I just stand here letting be. Even letting go still feels like loving, because love stays inside of me. If loving you means stepping back, I'll wear the weight, I'll take the lag. Some hearts hold on, some hearts move on. Some loves are strong enough to be gone. I don't regret a single tear. They prove my love was real and clear. I loved you well, I loved you true. Now I love you by letting you. Even letting go still feels like loving. Through the quiet, through the ache, I lose you, but my heart keeps humming every song we couldn't make. If someday you remember me and wonder why I didn't stay, just know I loved you honestly. Even letting go still feels like loving. You said goodbye like it was kind, like something meant to ease my mind. Your voice was calm, your hands were sure, as if my heart would just endure. I smiled back, I played my part, pretending I was strong, not torn apart. But every step you took away stayed with me, you chose to stay. Some vows are meant to heal, some just teach you how to feel. I try to leave that day behind, but it never crossed my mind. Your goodbye never left my heart. It learned my name, it knows my scar. It stays with again and again. If time could heal the way they say it missed this part, your goodbye never left my heart. It's where you are. Goodbye. You in all the quiet ways, in words I never dared to say, in midnight thoughts and silent prayers, in every breath you weren't aware. I loved you when the lights were low, time was moving soft and slow. I hid my heart behind a smile and waited there all the while. I never asked for you to stay, never begged you not to go. I just kept loving you in ways you'd never know. I loved you in all the quiet ways, in every lonely yesterday, when saying I love you felt too late. I let my silence choose the pain. In all the quiet ways, I watched you laugh with someone new, pretending I was fine with truth, that every smile you gave away tore something deep inside of me. Stood beside you, close but far, a stranger to your beating heart. I played the role of just a friend, afraid that love would have an end. If loving loud would make you run, to love in blue. I'd rather lose you quietly than scare you with the truth. I loved you in all the quiet ways, quietly fade. Even now, if I had to choose, I'd still love you the same way. I loved you in all the quiet ways, when hope was fragile, words delayed. I carried us inside my chest and learned that silence hurts the best. If loving you meant letting go and never letting my heart show, then this is how my truth stays true. I loved you quietly. I loved you. In all the quiet ways, I still do. No bitter end, no broken truth, just love learning how to lose you. We had a dream we didn't rush, two hearts learning how to trust. Every night felt safe and slow, like time was scared to let us go. We talked about tomorrow's name, drew our future in the flame. Every promise felt so real, like something fate meant to seal. We stood so close to something true, so close it almost stayed. Forever felt like just one breath away. We're forever almost stayed, in the words we couldn't say, in the love we held too tight, but never say. Where tomorrow wore your face and forever knew our names. We were everything we dreamed. We're forever almost stayed. We learned each other's quiet signs, the pauses in between the lines. Knew your heart by how you'd breathe when you were close enough to me. But love can change without a sound, like footsteps leaving holy ground. One soft goodbye we didn't hear, and suddenly you weren't here. If loving you was all I knew, then I knew it well. I just didn't see the moment forever fell. We're forever almost stayed, in the nights we wished away, in the plans we never made. But where forever almost stayed, in the echoes that remain, in the love we couldn't say but made. I still walk where we once stood, still believe we almost could. I'll always love the place we made, where forever almost stayed, where forever almost stayed. You walked into my quiet day, no promises, no grand display, just something real behind your smile that stayed with me a while. I never questioned how it grew, the way my world kept leaning you. Love came softly, passed me by. I loved you without asking why. No reasons written in the stars, no map to where we are. I only knew each time you sighed, my heart was on your side. I loved you without asking why, without a safety line. I gave you all the truth I had, called it mine. No guarantees, no why, and I still do tonight. We learned to live in borrowed time, between your world and mine. Some dreams were bigger than our hands, but still we tried. And when you slowly slipped away, took my love away, it stayed behind I stayed when the nights grew cold, held the truth we never told. Every promise wearing thin, still I believed in what we'd been. You drifted where I stood still. I learned to love you past my will. I carried hope you left behind. I carried us longer than time. I didn't count the cost of pain, I just carried all the weight. Some love survives by letting go, some breaks by trying to stay. I carried us longer than time, through all the cracks and all the signs. When you were gone but not goodbye, I stayed in line. I held our love when you let go, when it was heavy, when it was slow. I carried us longer than time, and lost myself. Lost myself. I learned your silence like a prayer, heard your absence everywhere. Every step you didn't take was one more choice I had to make. I told myself love just endures, that patience proves what's real and pure. But every night I crossed the line between your heart and mine. Some hearts were never meant to hold what two should carry hold. I tried to be enough for both and paid the toll. I carried us longer than time, when loving hurt more than the truth. I played your part, I played mine, just to keep you. I don't blame you, I don't fight, I just ran out of light. I carried us longer than time, than love allowed. Maybe love was never meant to live on one heartbeat. Maybe it needs two hands held to stay complete. I don't regret the love I gave, or nights I couldn't save. If loving you was all I knew, I'd still choose the same. I carried us longer than time, till even hope learned how to break. If this is where our story ends, I'll walk away. Not bitter, just tired inside, still grateful for the fight. I carried us longer than time, now I let go. Longer than time. night you left was calm and kind. No shattered glass, no bitter lines. Your suitcase waited by the door, but love was lying on the floor. We said goodbye like grown-up souls. Promised we'd be okay alone. But when your shadow disappeared, love stayed longer than we feared. I told my heart this was the end, that time would teach me how to mend. But love don't listen to the mind. It lives where logic falls behind. Love stayed longer than goodbye, longer than tears, longer than pride. I learned to walk, to breathe, and try, but love was always on my side. You're gone, but love won't fade. It learned your shape, it learned your name. I closed the door, I moved on slow. Love stayed longer than goodbye. I packed our photos out of sight, changed my route home every night. I filled the days with other plans, still love slipped through my hands. Friends said time would even score, that I'd stop missing you before. But some goodbyes don't know when to leave, they just learn how to breathe. I don't wait up, I don't call, I don't trace you on the wall. Still love remains quiet and true in everything I do. Oh, love stayed longer than goodbye, longer than reason, longer than why. It held the parts I couldn't save. When walking away felt brave, I let you go, I meant it to. I wish you well, I really do. But after all I tried to know, love stayed longer than goodbye. Maybe love was never meant to disappear when hearts are bent. Maybe it just waits its turn until the pain begins to learn. I won't curse what we became, or wish that we were still the same. I just honor what survived when everything else said goodbye. Love stayed longer than goodbye, not as chains, not as a lie, just a truth that learned to stay when words had nothing left to say. If loving you is who I am, then I accept and understand. I walked away, but deep below, love stayed longer than goodbye, longer than